Now this is a new option that just came out for this show, and I think it's pretty exciting, even though it's just a box with a couple of steel plates in it. But it enables you to take all these ancient Atlas and Lowell cans that have been installed for 50 years in ceilings and put a number of our different speakers in them. So there's existing wiring, there's an existing can, but there's a 40-year-old speaker in your local school, hotel, casino, etc. This adapts that old-style back can for our new either blind mount or pre-installed devices and allows you to use that existing can and wiring. So this is a big time saver, especially when someone wants you to come in and look at them doing a remodel, but they're not going to tear open the ceiling. Obviously, huge labor savings there. Now, I've been talking primarily about the dual concentric devices. That's our studio monitor driver. But we also have another driver called the ICT. And it's a big seller for us, but it's also misunderstood quite a bit. So I like to put up this drawing so that people can have a better sense of what it is. ICT stands for Inductive Coupled Technology. And it is I guess you could say, wireless tweeter of sorts. Basically, we have a true high-frequency diaphragm. You can see that little 1-inch dome there. But it's on a coupling ring, and it floats in the voice coil of the low-frequency device. There's no high-frequency voice coil. There's no actual wire connection to it. And it is inductively coupled to the energy in that voice coil and acts as a tuned high-frequency device. What you do not get here is the extreme linearity or extended frequency response of the dual concentrics. It's not a studio monitor device. However, it is voice particularly, and as a point source device, has very good intelligibility, but it's voice specifically for speech and background music, and works particularly well in the higher ambient noise areas where you're not going to need the pristine quality of the dual concentric. In a chain restaurant or a shopping mall, airport, that sort of thing, you're not necessarily going to notice the difference of having that really extended high-frequency response. But what helps is to have something highly intelligible and also something that's capable of very high output level in the speech band, and that's what a ICT can do. The other advantage here of not having a voice coil for the high frequency means that the only way to blow up the tweeter is to blow up the whole device. And so you don't have to worry about popping tweeters or crossover networks, for example. There's no capacitors to dry out over a long period of time in high heat conditions. And so in the case of the ICT, it's a very robust device. I have customers using these inside of saunas, for example, at health spas, and around swimming pools, which are very tough environments. They're very humid. There's chlorine in the air, et cetera. So it's a really robust device. We sell a lot of these, but I like to explain them to customers because we have them available in our 5-inch and 6-inch versions, and that also applies to some other products as well. Most importantly for this show is we just got approval on a brand new product, which is our CMS 603 ICT-LS. And the important part is at the end there, the LS means it's a life safety product. And we have UL 1480 UUMW approval. This allows you under NFPA 72, got all these numbers and letters, that allows you to use that speaker as a signaling device as part of a fire alarm system. So it can be used as a signaling device and for the mass notification or the voice evac portion of it. In the past, you've had to use a 4-inch sounder speaker, usually in those little red enclosures on the wall, and then you're supposed to use those too for the mass notification for speech messages, and they just don't work well for that, but they're primarily for the tones. Now, per NFPA 72, as long as it is rated as a life safety product, you can use it for both. So this is very exciting, and you'll be seeing in the future more life safety products from us.